parents.
Yes.
If that same damage was done by external person, his
Others.
parents would have reacted violently. They might have done some legal proceedings against that person. But they are comfortable when they are doing themselves to their own son. So what I think the impact is that because of the domestic violence, there is a behavioral and psychological impact on the children. At the same time, I want to shift your attention to another topic, the witnessing of domestic violence by children. For example, parents, a father is drunk and he is coming home and he is beating his mother, he is abusing his neighbors. At the same time, the children is witnessing all this. Does it not affect him? What is your opinion?
It is going to.
It is affecting his upbringing.
Yes, very much.
He is feeling depression. He is feeling anxiety.
Yeah. So with the same subject, we want to take the attention towards one more participant. Want to talk about his experience and his.
Hello, I am Vivek. Domestic violence, when we speak about, we always think, or the notion comes that it's mostly related to women. No, domestic violence is not confined to women. It does involve the male population, the male gender as well. Earlier, in developed countries, when statistical data was made, they found that domestic violence was about 50-50% of both the genders, male as well as the female. India, definitely the female graph was higher and the male was very low. Probably male were not even highlighted. The male dominated people were not highlighted. Recently, in the urban areas or in urban societies, we have found that male violence is also reported. And there are means to control. There are many societies, there are many NGOs which are formed now. Even police is there which gets involved. And we require education, we require knowledge. It's for both the genders. Domestic violence is not only confined to females, it's confined to all elderly, child, male, female, everybody. It's very important to understand that domestic violence in India now is slowly developing. We are coming up in this issue, and males are knowing that they do have rights to complain as women do as well. This is now happening, and I hope we are going to improve in this issue as well.
We want to focus on one more participant want to talk about the same subject about domestic violence. You want to share your
good
experience?
Afternoon.
Good afternoon.
So this subject is a very serious subject and it is being neglected by the society. Because my friend told just now that only 15,000 cases has been registered, but there are so many cases not yet registered, but still the violence is going on. What happens? Women protect her home, and that's why she don't want to project that to outside the society, and that is the reason that number of cases not reported in the police station or this thing. The recent example of Padmini Kolhapure, you must be knowing. She was suffering from last 18 years of her marriage, and she was beaten up, and there are number of she was abused. Rati Agnihotri. And she did report to police station. What she said, she want to look after her children. That's why she did report. So there are many cases which not yet been reported. So reporting to police station does not solve the problem. What we have to address to the community, that awareness should be there. So how to bring the awareness? So as a Rotary on international basis, we are bringing this issue that Rotary Club throughout the India as well as outside India will take this issue and will create a groups. And what we'll do awareness programs, as well as we'll create some small films and we'll publish it on YouTube. What is domestic violence? What is going on? There are so many children are abused by their parents only, sexual abusement. So these type of subjects cannot be speak in society. So that can be circulated by YouTube films that will create awareness. Even the children will see that film and they will create awareness what they should act. What else we can do? Skits on road. We can put a skits in shopping malls or public places where people will see and get awareness, and women and children will have courage to report it to the different institute. There are so many institutes who help the domestic violence, who help the women. Another program Rotary want to take to give self-protection to women. and children that how to protect yourself. So we'll give training, martial training, karate training, so that they will come to know that yes, there's the right how to protect themselves. So these are the action plans, and we are working on that globally as well as in India. Thank you so much.
Before concluding with the subject, what I want to bring the notice to your notice that in our society, as awareness, what we said that even whenever you hear any fights or a noise from the house, in husband-wife fight, what happens is normally starts with a small fight and leads to the violence then. So whenever you hear anything, what we decided, you have to just during the daytime just go and ring the bell. And just ask for help. Can I get some utensils or some part of any help? Because then suddenly that the concentration on the fight we may divert fight. Or if it happens in the later night or 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock in the night, what you can do? You just ring the bell and run away. So then what happens? Suddenly the fight will be get distracted. Otherwise, what will continue? If you can't help it, at least you can stop it. You don't interfere in their life, but at least ring the bell and go inside the house. Otherwise. So they'll come, they'll open the house, they'll see nobody is there, then they'll say, okay, somebody must have heard a fight. It may give it will not lead to the violence. And second, if you find any kind of this kind of marks on a kid's face or elderly people are finding some kind of beaten marks on their body, you can always see that and you can go for help, not directly. There are NGOs are available around and the police number is available. So you can always call up and say, I can see something is happening around our society. So this kind of precaution can be taken. So here before concluding, if any of you all want to talk about it.
See, I was told not to deviate from the topic, so I will stick to the topic of abuse towards parents. And you must all of you must have seen the movie Bhagwan, in which Amitabh Bachchan and Hema Malini, who are acting as parents of 3 sons, are forced to stay differently, separately, not together. So I would like to ask you, audience, this question: whether this is what? This is domestic violence or not? This is a domestic violence. It is not only in the movie. In real life also this thing is happening and we should take care of this thing. Even though if they are not separated, if a parent is having 3 sons, then equal distribution of duration of stay is appointed and the parents stay for 4 months in each son's place. So that is not good.
Alright, I agree with you.
Any of you all want to share?
Yes, I want to share something. Domestic violence is not an issue that will be solved just by the victims. It is a duty as citizens that we should report any incidents we see, and if we think that it is happening, we should report it so that police can do their job. If the police is not knowing, nothing will happen. It is our duty and responsibility to inform NGOs or anyone that this is happening, and you can if nothing, you can console the victim and you can help him take him to the police and him or her to the police and do something, do your part.
So, yeah, but in this case, I have experienced, my neighbor particularly, the husband wife used to fight and they used to, well, it was a routine process they used to carry on. So, once I complained to the police and when the police turned up, they told nothing has happened. So I was in a fix actually. So it is only if something is happening with the servant maid, we can complain. If it is an internal matter, it is very difficult to complain.
Exactly.
Or if when we complain, we have to say that you please don't quote me. This is what is happening in our area, or this is what is happening in somebody's place. So I request you to intervene and sort out the matter, whatever it is. But it is difficult. It is not so easy to complain.
I want to continue with the same subject what you said. We have seen the fight happening between husband and wife. As in India, like it's not that the fight ends with the divorce. Next day morning you can see they're going together, hands in hand. So that's why I said we decided not to interfere in their life, rather go and stop it and run away. Or just ask for help. That's the only way to just stop the fight. You don't interfere in their life. The moment you interfere, because nowadays Pranav Roy has started shooting the film. Like he has started yesterday, it was appearing in the TV also. He started shooting the films in the theatres and in the malls. Like husband is abusing a wife in the public, in the hotels and in the malls. So in North he started. So you want to see how people react to the abusing. If the domestic violence happens inside the house, you want to see how the people, because when today morning my wife was telling us the same thing, yes, you should watch this, how these people reacted. Finally, he also realized that in India, immediately they don't react. But later on, when it goes to the second level of violence, the people comes to rescue. So but interfering rather than interfering inside, better stop themselves and get out of the picture. This is what I want to suggest. And
So in the beginning, what he told that out of 15,000 cases, what has been filed, only how many 100 cases have been resolved. So improvement is required in that particular area, because those 15,000 cases require justification.
Exactly.
They intend to require justification. So a special jury has to be set up, and justification has to be done at doorstep. Immediate relief has to be given. Immediate rescue has to be provided. So that is the area where improvement is required. Thank you.
And one more point I would like to add with the help of you, and I request parents, please don't allow your children to witness your differences, because it affects their behavioral and psychology.
So here, before concluding, you want to give any suggestions?
So last.
I just wanted to give that the awareness is important. Awareness only can solve the problem, because whatever happens, what happens in court, we don't get evidences, and the case may be closed, or something happened to the case, or it may be prolonged. So awareness is the only solution. Society has to take the issue, and that only solve the problem.
So in extreme case, this is what I am talking about, extreme case, a father abusing a girl child. In that case, the girl child is not aware what is happening with me. So the neighbor should educate the girl child, or neighbor should take the mother into confidence that this is what is happening in your place, and you have to intervene and sort out the matter, and this is what is happening is not good. So what we are nowadays reading in the newspaper, this is
For that, the sex education has been started in the schools.
So, but nobody follows. Now, sir has given, sir, but there was a choice for us to speak on the topic of sex education, but nobody selected that topic. So still people, have some reservation about speaking on that topic.
No, the Indian society, they do have many reservations while speaking up. But I am really happy to see that there is change happening in the present media. Now, since 5 to 6 years, I have seen there are many domestic violence cases being shown on the television, reported in the newspapers. Many cases have come up. At least people have now started knowing that what's the issue. Earlier, people did not know where to go, where is the way. But now, due to this media, it has helped. And I hope that we will better in this area and things will improve.
And what I request is our education department also, rather than more concentrating on history and geography, which is of not of use, rather than what is the history of Rome and what is the history of Germany, it is not of use. You study history of India, and you add a subject on this domestic violence is there, sex education is there, and there should be written examination on that, what is wrong and what is right. So that will really give the awareness and help us to sort out in this matter. Thank you.
My friend has said a very right point. I think so in school curriculum or in college, we should have a subject which not only highlights about domestic violence, but let the common people know about their rights for everything, like consumer rights. Like if there is a motor accident or if there is some violation, what are the rights of that person? I think so in our Indian population right now, people don't know their rights in fact. There are many areas we don't know what we are supposed to do. For example, if we file income tax and if we don't get the return on time, there are agencies, there are certain areas where we can go and find out. We don't know. So I do agree with my friend, we should have a small curriculum.
Even the school teacher should ask a child girl whether in a separate room and confined area whether your father is treating like this or not, whether you are facing any problem of such sort or not, then it can really be sorted out.
So before that, I want to request since we got opportunity to talk about it, I want to request all these Indian channels that they are showing different kind of soaps. Everywhere you can see the inside that is the fight happening inside husband and wife, and they're beating their wife and beating the children's, and there is nowhere it's shown there is a police coming in interfering and any impressment given for the couples. So whenever they're showing this kind of serials, they also should show the side effects of that. Immediately somebody is making an issue out of it, and he'll be taken out of the house with the arresting him, or some kind of the action has been taken by the police. Because, or at least to stop telecasting this kind of scenes, which may motivate people to go for it. This is what I request to the easiest way to spread this kind of awareness is only through the media soaps. The people have watched